A legacy forged in humility, the passing of a transformative pope. The world mourns the loss of Pope Francis, a figure who redefined the papacy for the 21st century. His passing on Easter Monday, April 21st, 2025, marked the end of an era. Pope Francis, born Jorge Mario Bergoglio, led the Catholic Church with a humility and compassion rarely seen on the world stage. His papacy was one of profound change and unwavering commitment to the marginalized. From the slums of Buenos Aires to the halls of the Vatican, he championed the poor, embraced the outcast, and challenged the powerful. He reminded us that true leadership lies in service, not status. Pope Francis's legacy is etched in his tireless efforts to build bridges of understanding and empathy. He challenged the Church to confront its past failings and to embrace a future of inclusivity. He urged action on climate change, not just words. As we reflect on his life and work, we remember his words. "I prefer a church which is bruised, hurting, and dirty because it has been out on the streets." This is the essence of Pope Francis, a shepherd who walked with his flock, unafraid of the dirt and the darkness, always seeking the light of compassion and justice. From Buenos Aires to the Vatican, the making of a people's pope. Jorge Mario Bergoglio's journey from the bustling streets of Buenos Aires to the helm of the Catholic Church is a testament to the power of early influences. Born to Italian immigrants in 1936, his upbringing instilled in him a deep sense of social justice and a profound connection to the working class. Before entering the priesthood, Bergoglio worked as a chemical technician, an experience that provided him with a grounded perspective on the lives of ordinary people. This connection deepened when he joined the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits, known for their intellectual rigor and commitment to social justice. His work in the impoverished neighborhoods of Buenos Aires profoundly shaped his pastoral approach. He witnessed firsthand the struggles of the marginalized and the urgent need for a church that stood with the poor and the vulnerable. This experience would later become the cornerstone of his papacy. In 2013, the world watched in astonishment as Cardinal Bergoglio, a relatively unknown figure, emerged from the conclave as Pope Francis. He chose the name Francis in honor of St. Francis of Assisi, the patron saint of the poor and animals, signaling a clear departure from his predecessors and a commitment to humility and simplicity. A church of open arms, Pope Francis's legacy of reform and inclusivity. Pope Francis's papacy ushered in a new era of openness and dialogue within the Catholic Church. His approach, characterized by humility and a willingness to engage with complex issues, challenged traditional notions of papal authority and resonated with millions worldwide. One of his most significant contributions was his emphasis on inclusivity. His now famous words, "Who am I to judge?" in response to a question about gay priests, signaled a shift away from condemnation and towards a more compassionate understanding of LGBTQ+ individuals. He extended this spirit of inclusivity to other marginalized communities. He actively sought reconciliation with indigenous populations, acknowledging the Church's role in historical injustices and apologizing for the deplorable conduct of colonizers. Pope Francis's reforms extended beyond mere rhetoric. He streamlined Vatican bureaucracy, moved away from opulent displays of papal authority, and chose to reside in the more modest Casa Santa Marta guest house. These actions, symbolic as they were, reflected a deeper commitment to aligning the Church with the needs of the people it served. Section 4. Navigating the Shadows, Pope Francis and the Weight of Controversy. Despite his widespread popularity and reformist zeal, Pope Francis's papacy was not without its share of challenges. He inherited a church grappling with deeply rooted issues, from financial scandals to the ongoing clergy abuse crisis, and faced criticism for his handling of these controversies.
While he implemented some financial reforms within the Vatican, critics argued that his efforts were too slow and lacked the necessary transparency. The issue of accountability for financial mismanagement remained a persistent challenge throughout his papacy.
Perhaps the most significant criticism leveled against Pope Francis concerned his handling of the clergy abuse scandal. While he took steps to address the issue, such as establishing a Vatican Commission on Child Protection, some survivors groups felt that his response lacked urgency and did not go far enough to hold abusers accountable.
These controversies highlighted the immense complexities of leading an institution as vast and deeply entrenched as the Catholic Church. While Pope Francis's efforts to address these issues may not have satisfied everyone, his willingness to confront them head-on demonstrated a commitment to transparency and a desire for genuine reform.
Section 5. A Global Shepherd. Pope Francis's advocacy for the marginalized and the planet. Pope Francis's influence extended far beyond the walls of the Vatican. He emerged as a powerful voice on the global stage, advocating for the marginalized, championing environmental protection, and promoting peace and interfaith dialogue.
His travels often took him to the front lines of human suffering. He visited refugee camps, met with victims of war and persecution, and used his platform to shine a light on forgotten crises. His message was clear: a world that ignores the plight of the vulnerable is a world that has lost its way.
Pope Francis's encyclical, published in 2015, was a landmark document that addressed the urgent issue of climate change. He called for a global ecological conversion, urging world leaders and individuals alike to recognize the interconnectedness of all creation and to take responsibility for protecting the planet.
His commitment to interfaith dialogue was unwavering. He met with leaders of other religions, including the Grand Imam of Al-Azhar, and stressed the importance of finding common ground based on shared values of compassion, mercy, and justice.
Section 6. The enduring message of mercy and compassion. Throughout his papacy, Pope Francis consistently emphasized the importance of mercy and compassion. His actions and words sought to bring the Church closer to the people, especially those on the margins of society.
Even in his final years, Pope Francis continued to advocate for a more inclusive and understanding Church. He reminded us that at the heart of the gospel is a call to love and serve one another, transcending divisions and embracing our shared humanity.
His legacy, marked by a profound commitment to social justice and environmental stewardship, will undoubtedly continue to inspire future generations. Pope Francis's enduring message of mercy and compassion remains a guiding light for a world in need of healing and hope.